Welcome to the Suck My Nuts podcast.
You're a loser.
Okay. Welcome to Overbooked and Underqualified. My name's Sam.
I'm Liv.
Today we're going to be doing the Crown Me Dead series. We ended up reading both.
Yeah, we read Crown Me Dead and Crown Me Yours by Liv Zanders.
Yes.
It's dark fantasy.
Aggressive dark fantasy.
In the sense of, like, goriness. Like, I didn't feel like it was, like, super dark and, like,
I didn't.
like, romance.
But
you
the
know how,
gore, got me. But what do you even
like
consider that? Is that gore? It's just gross.
I don't know. I thought it kind of gory.
Which I guess I don't know how else I would describe it, but...
Yeah, like, I guess sometimes, I think when I think of dark fantasy, I immediately think of, like, weird sex stuff.
Yeah, 100%. There was not really...
And
I
that,
guess,
like, that was all normal to me. Or
like-
not normal, but, like...
But it wasn't, like, a fucking knife.
Yeah.
Like, that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, it's just, it's not for everyone, maybe.
No, I'm not gonna lie, the first couple of chapters, I was like...
I see so many memes now of, like, people saying they don't know how they got through the first 100 or 70 to 100 pages. They're just, like, disgusted.
It was gnarly.
Yeah, so before we get into the book, let's go through some intro notes. And I
Yes.
was like, I have something really important that I want to talk about. I'll remember it. I have no idea what I was going to say. But I do have other intro notes. So I want to talk about our next books.
Okay.
I don't know if we said that on the last episode, but we're doing Binding 13 and maybe the other one too.
I would assume we're gonna do the other one. What is it, Keeping 13?
Yeah.
Okay, I would assume that we're gonna do it.
It's a romance. And
Yes.
then we're doing ACOTAR
Yes, our
rereads.
ACOTAR recap is finally started!
And we're really excited because we're planning a reading getaway.
Yes, and we'll have a special guest.
We'll have a special guest. Woo! We're not going to tell who it is. It's not anybody famous.
Yeah.
Well, she's famous to us in
We're
the
her
town of
fangirls.
Virginia, Minnesota. But other than that, it'll be super fun. We're excited. We have our meals all planned out. We're gonna do a
Yes.
soup weekend, the first weekend of November, and we're gonna read the final book and
Yes.
then
And then
finish it off together and then do live.
Also, can we talk about
we
how...
gotta do live reactions on like the end.
Okay,
on
I'm here
that
for
one.
that one, yes. My other question, it's August now.
It is, yes.
We're 2 months out from this release. No title.
I feel like you haven't been mad at all. I feel like I'm the only one that's been like losing my mind over it.
Title. I've been too focused on other things. We had a bachelorette. I had my child's second birthday party. I just feel like I had a lot going on, but now that I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, it's August.
Yeah,
And it comes out in October.
it's actually like pissing me
Sarah,
off.
what are we doing? Girl, come on. I need to know whose perspective it is. Because if it's not Elaine's, I'm going to be pissed.
Really.
What do you want?
I don't care who it is, honestly, as long as Azriel and Elaine are not together. That's where I'm at. I don't
hate
care.
that coupling. I hate it so much.
It gives me like the 7 wives for 7 husband. Blah.
And
I just don't like it. Like, that's too, and I don't see it.
And I just think he's too entitled with it. And I'm also kind of frustrated because, okay, you've been pining after more for 500 years. And this girl pops up in your court who, as I mentioned, has a mate, is still fucked up over a fiance that ditched her. And you're going to be like, I lay claim to that creamy neck. Like, get away from me.
I feel like these ACOTAR rereads are going to be great. Because we
I'm
have so much
excited.
discussion.
I still have so much to say. I've read these books 3 times. This will be my 4th read-through.
I could drone on and on about the reasons why I think those things. And we'll get to it.
We will.
But that's where I stand right now. And I'm also like, yes, we need to know. And the other thing that leads me into my next thing is I was on Book Talk today. Sorry, guys, we've been so MIA. Life's been crazy. Don't come at us. Callie Hart moved out her book, too.
Again?
Yes.
No, she didn't move out that one, did she? I'm thinking of Everflame, because Everflame did move out. Because she was supposed to be July, and now she's
Callie
November.
Hart was supposed to be this fucking fall, and now it's 2027.
Shut
September 2027.
Shut up.
Because
September 27?
yes, and to be fair, somebody commented on one of our videos. Remember that video that we did where we said what books we're most excited for the end of the year? And I said Callie Hart.
Yeah.
And somebody commented and was like, yeah, I'm super bummed it got moved to September 2027. So I guess I haven't fully fact-checked that, but that sucks. That really sucks that everybody's moving their shit around because I guarantee it's because of that book.
Do you think it's because, or do you think, because I'm also wondering.
Because
I
now
feel
with
like
the
a
Wolf
lot of
King and like it just
I know what you're saying.
it's getting sus.
But part of me feels like a lot of these writers were rushed with their next books and didn't get good feedback on them. Like,
but why
Sarah
would
J.
they
Maas,
announce before their feedback?
Sarah J. Maas was rushed on the Third Crescent City and got really bad feedback.
Yeah.
And then we had the long span where nothing came out.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of wondering if writers are being like, no, fuck trying to keep up with everybody else and all these other authors. Like, I want my stuff to be good.
It's just a little bit sus that it's happening now.
I know. Everybody's pushing out because they don't want to compete with ACOTAR.
I don't know. It just seems sus. But anyways,
September 7th, 2027.
yeah, so it is true. Damn.
Damn!
I know. Yeah.
How do they... Okay, my other question. It's already got a length of pages.
Oh, I know.
So it's ready?
I don't know. That's what I mean.
So you
it's
are
like,
trying to compete.
That's what I mean. Is like, okay, I get the feedback thing. I understand that. But it's
Yeah.
like, wouldn't you have gone through that before being like, yep, we're releasing. Like, normally they send out arcs and stuff before they even talk about that stuff.
That pisses me off bad.
I know, that pisses me off bad too. That's why I'm like, what is happening here? All these books I was like so excited about, I'm like, we're gonna have a busy fall.
We were supposed to have a really busy fall. But now it's just ACOTAR and Everflame.
Yeah. I might have needed a snack, okay?
Okay, quick reviews on books that we've read recently.
Oh.
Oh,
like individually?
Yes.
Okay.
I just finished Sunrise and Reaping.
You finished it because you rented it from the library. How was it?
Oh, fuck. It's like
You're
so
tearing up.
devastating and so good. And, I think that if they gave us every single one of those games, I would read every single one.
Mm.
And then at the end, it's an epilogue of, like, in the future.
Mm. I'm glad you finally got to listen to it.
So good.
Because that's been on your jazz for a while.
I think I waited 4 months on Libby for that to come.
I think so too. It's been a while. I
So
haven't
good.
read anything outside of what we were assigned our read.
We have been kind of going crazy.
Oh, that's a lie. I totally lied.
I was gonna say, I feel like
I've been reading Crescent City.
Yes.
2.
Okay.
I paused on that again. And then for my other little book club, by the end of August, I have to finish Mad Mabel.
Oh, yes, I saw your sister finished it.
She did. What did she rate it? I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
I wasn't going to tell you.
She was going to tell me. I hate knowing other people's ratings before we get to discuss. Hence why I haven't rated any of these yet.
I saw that she finished Binding 13, and I saw what she rated that.
Probably not good.
No.
I don't even think she finished it. She's a big liar. Anyways,
Oh,
enough
so you're
about
giving
her.
it stars, Hannah, and you're not finishing it.
Enough about her. She doesn't listen. So if she ever listens, then we'll discuss that.
Traitorous.
Disgusting. Anyways, Mad Mabel. It's good. It's solid good. It's
It's
funny.
a thriller that's funny, but because it's about an old lady.
It's not a thriller. It's like this old lady who's like, it shows her present life. She's like the youngest murderer.
Yes.
In Australia. She murdered somebody when she was 11. And so it goes back to like her past.
And like got away with it?
And leading up to what made her do that murder. And she's like kind of like this sweet, hilarious old lady.
Okay.
In the present.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like kind of dealing with things in her present life and then past life. And so it goes back between like this lady narrator, because I'm listening to it, and then a younger. And it's good. It's good. It's just one of those books where I'm not like excited to jump back into it. But then once I start, I'm like, okay, this is
like,
good.
this is good. I'm remembering
have books like
yes,
that?
I have.
where I'm not like, okay, there's no like fairies and like crazy plot happening, but like once I'm in it, I'm in it.
And I think that that's why I'm ready to. Okay, guys, big breaking news! Big breaking news! My husband's listening to Fourth Wing with me.
I really think Colton would like it too. It's just so good.
I got the graphic novels through Libby. He's like, it's like watching a movie.
It
I play
is.
dominoes every night and listen to it.
It's good.
But yeah, we're halfway through the first one, but now I have to wait again for Libby Holds. But it dropped from 8 weeks to 4.
Excellent.
So we'll take it. Yeah, we got to the middle of that book. And he's just like, yeah, whatever, that's fine. I don't mind waiting. You want to know where it stopped? When, she had just bonded with Taryn and Adrena, and all the unbonded riders were in her room waiting to kill her. And when Adrena stops time, that's when it stopped.
Yeah.
And Tan's like, oh, okay. It's like, that doesn't bug you?
I feel like that is a really good, like, I don't want to say, I don't know, it's a boy book. Like, to start with, I just feel like sometimes ACOTAR is a little...
too mushy-gushy.
I don't know, maybe not, though.
I think if you're going to start with, like, an ACOTAR kind of series, Throne of Glass is the one to start in there.
Yeah.
If you're a male.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm really excited that he likes it. I'm curious to see what he thinks as we progress through.
I just keep seeing more and more and more Fourth Wing stuff, and I'll never get over that series. Like, I'm praying that it finishes up well.
I know. How are you feeling about Threshing Day?
I'm excited.
I am too.
But I'm also trying not to think too much about it because I don't want to get too many expectations in my head.
So amp yourself up.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, just, it's there, I'm excited, but I'm not thinking about it.
The only thing I'm ting about is if we get a Liam perspective. I'm going to be very, very sad.
I know, and somebody else said, why am I blanking? A Zayden perspective, but he's with Kat. I was like, that would be interesting.
It would be interesting. I'm very interested to see what, like, bonding with Seagull was like. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll move on. We'll jump into our actual book now, guys.
100 years later. Yeah. Anyway, so we decided to combine these two books because they're what, like...
200-something pages each.
Yeah, so...
It was like one of our regular books combining them.
What do you think about this? We talk about... We say what we rated it initially. Okay. Yep. Or like whatever, and then if it changes at the end, I feel like sometimes our stars change at the end after we discuss. So what if we did a beginning star rating and an ending star rating?
For the entire series since we read them all? Or like per book? That's the hard part.
Per book, maybe.
Okay. So the first book, 2.5.
Okay.
I liked the plot. The sex scenes were horrible.
So bad.
But I liked that it was different also.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't read a Cursed Kingdom thing ever.
Yeah. I think I'm sitting at like 3 stars for both books. However, up until the endings of both books, I was like 2 stars.
I think that the second book was better. So I would have gave the second book 3 stars standalone.
But it's definitely it's a Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like if you have those expectations, like...
And I went in with the Kindle Unlimited expectations.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I was necessarily disappointed.
Yeah.
I agree with you. The endings are what saved them.
And... the romance was just fine for me. Like, the romance didn't do anything really for me until kind of like the end of the second book. Like, the
romance was weird for me.
The sex scenes were... And I wasn't, like, getting the whole Kale and...
Callum? No, that's the wrong book.
And her.
Kale. Yes.
We'll get to it, but I wasn't driving with that. But I liked the plot.
I also didn't like that it was Kale and Vale.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, like that upset me. I was like, we couldn't have changed the names at all. And maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe it's not Kale.
No, I think it's... How else would you say it?
I don't know.
It's Kael.
I'm just saying.
Kyle.
Books do crazy crap.
Yeah, Kyle. It could be Kyle and Vale.
Which, actually, I want Kale.
That's worse.
I take it back.
Anyways, so we're gonna start off. We'll kind of go over it, and I'll tell you where my things were.
So, start the book. We get introduced to the main character.
Yes.
I'm blanking on her name.
Elara.
Yes.
And I actually really liked her
so
character.
did I.
And I like that name.
She's a grave digger.
Yes.
And they basically work in death. They're basically morticians in medieval times, essentially.
Yeah, we didn't really get, like, the whole timeline thing.
No, but I would have definitely said medieval. There's a castle, there's poor people and shit, and yeah.
Yeah, so she's got her 15-year-old brother who's, like, they're assisting their mom with these burial things, and they're prepping the corpses, and it's disgusting.
It's going in graphic detail about maggots. And
Which
if
of
there's
all
one
things
thing to set me off, I don't know what it is. I cannot for the life of me do maggots.
I mean, what do you mean you don't know what it is? They're
I don't know.
disgusting.
I'm a bug lover.
That's like next level
But
nasty
I hate
this.
And then there was a line. The first thing I wrote down is the worms were greedy.
Like, the verbiage in this book, sex scenes, descriptive nasty-wise of these corpses and stuff were absolutely atrocious.
It was, but it really, like...
It was almost
it really
too
got
in
to
detail.
you. It was.
Anyways, so horrible imagery, yeah. They're talking about, like, scooping out eyeballs, and it's
As
just
morticians.
not for weak stomachs.
No. And, like, they put stuff in the mouth, and then they sew the mouth shut. And they're talking about how people are basically rotting from the inside out. Like, they already have maggots in them before they die.
Yeah, so their whole world around them, their city, everything, there's, like, this mysterious rot.
Yes.
That's killing everybody, and her brother has it. So, and her dad, too, I think.
I don't know if her dad had it or if that was, like... Sure, well, let's go with that her dad had it. They didn't really tell us.
Yeah, but he was sick.
Yeah, he was sick. On the brink of death, some might say.
And they're kind of, like, joking around. Like, they've been around this their whole lives. It doesn't bother them, especially Elara.
Yeah, she's used to it.
And then they're doing all this dead body stuff, and then she's, like, walking home or whatever, and this mysterious guy is like, the crown needs to be fed, and she's all like, F you. And he's all like, oh, the crown's gonna love you.
And I just kept cracking up because she was talking about, he's wearing like a fancy vest, and she's like, one of those buttons would buy a loaf of bread. And I was like, what the hell? Who's trading a button for a loaf of bread?
I think she said it would feed the orphan kid for a week, Sam. Which maybe
that's better? Who are you trading a button to for a week's worth of food?
I don't know. These people are having a struggling time.
And I think that also just signified to me, like, medieval times. We're trading buttons for food. Like...
And he's all polished and clean. Yeah, and he claims... Oh, okay. So, later on, they get home. Their whole house is uprooted, and they're like, oh my god...
Someone's been rummaging.
And then she's like, okay, I'm going to go meet the mystery man or whatever.
Yeah, because he said to meet him in the graveyard at dusk for more information.
Yeah.
So she goes out and she meets him, and we learn that his name is Vale.
Which is kind of a dumb name.
But in context, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a veil over his person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that there's this curse from death, and a king was tricked into making a barter.
I feel like we're making this book sound like it sucks.
Not doing a very good job selling, guys. It honestly was not bad. The start half of it was just kind of clunky. It felt for me because...
What's happening? Like, we're just kind of, you just like with these Kindle reads. I wish there was another word for like Kindle Unlimited. Is it just like indie author books?
I don't know, because...
Or like,
what?
I need a better
Because
description, because some Kindle Unlimited books are like a Binding 13.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I need a different word.
Not just, it's Kindle Unlimited.
Because like, it's good.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like it's hard to compare this to other books we've been reading. You know what I mean?
I think the...
Because we've read some,
Oh my god.
like, really bad.
I think it's comparing it to a book that has maybe editors and a book that doesn't.
Yeah. Is there a word for that? I feel like we should be smarter about this.
And
Audience, help us out. We're silly. Anyways.
We're silly.
Well, I was going to say dumb, but that sounded mean. We're practicing being nice.
Anyways, Vale is basically describing this scenario about, like, this is why the kingdom is in ruin.
Yes.
If you come with me, you can save your family.
They come to this, like, bargain where she's got to
Yes.
seduce the king into marriage and basically die for her family. And that's what feed the crown means. Like, kill to feed this curse that has to do with the crown. So she basically is like, what choice do I have? I want to save my brother. Like, where's my life going to go otherwise?
100%.
So she jumps into the carriage with him.
Yeah.
And he's very, they have some moments. Like,
yes. And then we find
moments.
out that... and then we... What are you grabbing?
Remember when she falls in the carriage and he's all like...
grabs his dick.
No. No, he holds her up.
That looks like
Don't make me do this motion more than I...
You're the one repeatedly doing it. Nobody's asking you to do it again.
Go on.
So we find out that the way... She's trying to suck on some nuts. We find out that in order to break the curse, the king actually has to be in love with her.
Yeah.
So she has to basically learn how to seduce. And again, my least favorite trope. Virgin girl has to seduce a man.
I know.
Which again, I'm learning to just accept it and roll with it because it runs in a lot of
Yeah,
these
me
books.
too. And like, this one wasn't as bad.
No, this wasn't a teach me your way.
Like, oh my gosh, where does that go type of thing. Like, she's not dumb.
Yes. And she's all nervous about it because she's never even kissed anybody.
Which makes sense because I guess I view this whole book and this world in gray. Like, everyone's rotting.
Everything is
and
gross.
There's zero sunshine. It's just disgusting. Everything's gross. Like, yeah, I wouldn't want to be kissing other people up and then be like, oh, but sorry, a maggot got in the way. Like, let me just squeeze that right out of you and we could get back to it.
Stop.
It's like the Minnesota version. Let me just squeeze that for you. Anyways, they get to the palace. It's disgusting. They like try to cover up the stench with vinegar and stuff.
And I think that was also kind of like a trying to keep it clean, disinfectant kind of thing.
It's like the best they could do.
Yeah, she's assuming when she gets to the palace that's going to be lavish and nobody's going to be sick and the king's going to be fat and happy.
Yeah.
But when she gets there, the lady that greets her has
a pus thing.
Oh, yeah, on her face.
How do you say that word? It's like pustule? Pustule?
I don't know. I stopped trying to read it.
It's a pustule. Like what? No, that's how it's spelled. Pustule.
There's no way you're saying that.
Okay, whatever. At least I'm attempting to say the word and not just going plus.
That's a blah. She's also missing fingers.
So I picture a big pus bubble on her head.
Stop it!
Like blistery.
And then she talks about there's maggots coming out of it. It was really gross.
I think it was just magnet fluid.
I don't know.
It was bad. Then so whatever. She gets hired on as a caretaker.
Yes, to take care of the king.
Meanwhile, Vale says he's the king's steward. And I'm like, yeah, fucking right. Did you believe that for a second?
I did.
You did?
I think I was so distracted by how gross everything was.
You were just trying to like keep your head down. I get through it.
And I was so confused because Vale's giving her all these rules. And I'm like, what? Is the king fucking ugly?
Okay, like, I take that back. I when he said that, I was like, okay, that seems kind of off. But I'm like, it does track. Like, I was kind of trying to convince myself that maybe he was, like, as it went on. Because they were, whatever.
This book actually fooled me.
Okay, this book threw me too, and I think that's why I rated it 3 stars, is because it did throw me. Like, the plot.
Yes.
I liked the plot and, like, the mystery parts of the plot.
I agree. And I think it was so gross that I wasn't actually focusing, and it was kind of nice to be like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was kind of
Yes.
nice. Yeah, because normally you can predict some things.
I mean, I feel like I call everything 8 fucking miles away these days.
I know, it's always like, oh, great. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Thanks, Sam. Anyways, so she gets into that. She meets the king, King Kale, and he's like disgusting too.
The scene is so gross.
He basically pushes everyone away, and he's kind of a giant asshole. But anyways, he like doesn't want a caretaker, doesn't want anybody to take care of him because he's trying to like hold on to this curse and break it himself and not have any more queen bloodshed.
And we also learn too that a king can never die of hunger, sickness, he can't be killed. It's basically whatever his lifespan was given to him at birth. Once the crown's on him, that's the lifespan he's gonna have. They can live to 101 and not eat for 50 years if they wanted.
And he's like so mad that she's trying to like whatever, and she launches a pus-filled maggot fluid at her face. It lands in her face. It goes in her mouth, and she bolts out of the room. And
My
she goes.
stomach hurts.
She goes back to her room, and Vale's just sitting there. And that was like my first red flag. I'm like, why is he just like hanging out in her room?
I was like, I read this weeks ago, and my stomach is currently hurting because he cuts it open and he like flings it out in her mouth.
I think that I didn't have as hard of a time with it because I wasn't picturing it like realistically. Like, if this makes sense, I think I've done this and we've talked about this before. I almost picture them as like cartoon maggots.
I was not picturing that.
And so I'm like, oh, it's actually not. Yeah, my brain's like,
they're
no.
gummy. They taste good.
My brain's like, yeah, well, it's
You
not actually that way.
No, it's not real.
So I was like, continuing on.
Extra protein.
It's like the caterpillar from A Bug's Life.
No, I can't. I was dying. I was actually dying. It made me so gross.
So bad. And then Vale's continuously coaching her. And Ilara's like, oh, I'm going to keep trying. Everyone else has failed.
Yes.
I'm going to do this. Like, she's doing everything for her brother. She's not all like, ooh, Vale, like, ooh, Kale. She's like, this is for my brother and my family, and they're getting fed, and that's all that matters.
Yes,
so I'm going to push
she's working there, her money and food is also getting sent to her family.
Yes.
And she's kind of treating it like a business transaction. She doesn't care about if she falls in love or not. It's more of, as long as everybody gets saved and the kingdom gets taken care of, I don't care.
Yeah. So she keeps trying, and Kayla's like the beast from Beauty and the Beast. And
seriously, that is such a good way to describe him.
It is. Like, he is just like, she could tell there's more there, but she just can't crack him.
And then we get a flashback to, it just says, the prince.
Oh, I forgot about these chapters.
And it's like a little boy running around, and his mom is there, and he's trying to, like, get her to pay any ounce of attention to him. It was so sad. And he, like, brings her a flower and was like, Mommy, this is for you. And she goes, do not love me. And that was the end of the chapter. And then earlier on, it was told to Alora that he didn't like roses. Mm-hmm. And his mom had a rose garden. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God, I don't like it because his mom's a bitch. Mm-hmm. It just, there was
I liked that extra depth to this book.
I did too.
It surprised me.
Like tucked away.
Yeah. Which I liked that part of it. And then I'm like, is it actually him or is the prince somebody else? Like, they don't really tell us.
And they make it mysterious because they didn't say Kale. They said the prince.
Yeah.
Again, didn't read into it because I was too worried about the maggots in her mouth.
Which is fair. She continues to care for him, and then over time, something shifts with them, and they begin to kind of, like, see each other.
Yes.
And so it was kind of turned into a love triangle at this point, because Vale and her obviously have something going on, more enemies to lovery.
They went to the library together, and there was, like, this kiss, and he was like, I shouldn't have done that. Mm-hmm. And then we find out that there's all this missing information on the prior queen. And she's kind of putting like 2 and 2 together, being like, was there a second heir? Did something happen? Did somebody die?
Because was
what's going on.
the reason she convinced Vale to take her to the library was because she found the handprint, right?
No, she took him.
Or am I
she
mixing
asked,
stuff up?
You're mixing things up. Which
Okay,
is
okay. I said I am. I'm a mixer.
You also have read this weeks ago.
I did read this weeks ago, but yes.
So she takes him to the library because she thinks it'd be a good way to read about his mom and crack some things about Kale.
Yes.
And be able to like form a bond with him.
Gotcha.
And the handprint thing, she was going in the royal bedroom, and when she lifted up the corner of a rug, there's this huge blood splatter there where one of the queens got sacrificed, essentially.
Well, she didn't see the handprint till later.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. Hopefully you guys read the whole book. I loved that part.
Yes.
I thought it was so good. Just the library part, and I'm like, not like all these mystery parts.
Yes, and I was like, who got rid of these books?
Yeah.
Because it was the whole, basically, dialogue about the first queen.
Yeah. I was really worried when this was turning into like a love triangle because I'm like, oh shit, we just read the Wolf King. Now this is like a degenerate version. And I was just not into it. But then, I don't know. It didn't really like...
It never felt like a love
triangle. It never did. No, it never did. I thought that that's the route it was going to go as like when they first met and then Vale and all this. But I never felt the connection really between her and Kale.
Because I don't think there was one.
No. Like, there was, like, that's why I said something shifts between them. It's not necessarily, like...
I think it was more friendship. But, like, a weird, diluted... Because Kale is just, I feel like, hard in general throughout the entire book. So, I would say it's a form of friendship, question mark.
Yeah.
I don't think that there was... I think that the only reason there was ever sexual components was just because he was horny.
And she's, like, a virgin, so she doesn't...
know how to do it. Like, and I just, like, that's why I feel like there's only ever sexual components. I don't think that Kale was ever actually, like, romantically interested. I think it was, like, she was there.
Or, I mean, like, yeah, maybe he was, but not to any extent.
Not to,
where
like, love.
Yeah.
It's more of, like, a hookup situation.
Yeah. Anyway, so they go in the soak in the water.
Yes. To help. Because he is, like, riddled with this rot.
And she's actually helping him.
Yeah.
Because she knows how to with all of her previous experience.
And she takes him to the spring to, like, soak in the salt water.
And she tries to kiss him. But
he tries to kiss her.
She can't.
And she just can't do it. She, like, panics. And then he, like, closes up.
He takes it the wrong way. Because she can't kiss him because she hasn't done it before and she's panicking.
No, she's nervous.
And he thinks it's because he's hideous. Like the Beast.
Like the Beast. It's really a very reminiscent of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. And so he kind of feels betrayed. Like everything that she's done up to this point was just, I don't know, a facade. And
yes.
So it all makes sense. So she feels like she's lost all this
ground that she built.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so Vale's still kind of trying to push her towards him, but then he's also jealous of like, oh, you almost kissed him, and like, oh.
I know, and I was kind of like, what the fuck am I doing? And also some more background that we kind of skipped over is the crown is fused to the king's head, and the only person who can take it off is the king, which I feel like is important. And the only way a new king is crowned is when said king, so Kale, kills his father. And they're just supposed to, like, slit their throat, make it clean and easy, but Kale, like, overboarded murdering his dad. Stabbed him, like, a shitload, and it was a whole thing.
Don't they have to take their crown off?
Yes.
Before they can kill?
Yes.
Like, it has to be off their head.
Yes, so the king has to put it on. So when he's sacrificing the queens, the king has to put it on the queen, cut her throat, take it back, put it on. When he's crowning a new king, it's obviously just a one and done kind of situation. Anyways.
Anything else that I skipped over, Sam?
I don't think so. I think we got most of it.
Okay, so we find out her father dies.
Yes, which is very upsetting.
And Kale doesn't want her to leave because she's like, I'm out, peace.
Yeah, like I gotta
see you
go
later.
home.
And he's like, well, ask your family to come stay. Like, I want you to come stay. And
Yeah.
I was like, don't do it. This feels like
I
a
know,
bad
I was
idea.
scared.
You got this, like, scary, weird situation going on with these two guys. Like, this just feels like a bad idea. But she's
I
like,
know.
well, at least they'll be fed. At least they'll have
Yeah.
a house over their head. Like, what are they going to do? So they start making their way there.
Yes, and then she's like still scooping around for info, and she creeps into the master bedroom again and flips the carpet up farther and finds a handprint.
That's when the handprint. See, guys, sorry. I knew you guys were way ahead of your time.
And she starts
there.
like spiraling because Kale wouldn't have been old enough. Supposedly, if he came from the second queen, he would not have been old enough to be there. So there is a second heir. And then it is revealed to us that Vale is the second heir.
Yeah, because she confronts him.
Yes,
and
about
like,
it.
Because
why you hide this from me? Because he put his knee down on top of the rug
there was
before.
this, yes. And then wasn't that when he was like, okay, we could go to the library or something?
He was like pushing her out of the room because he didn't want her to see this handprint.
Yeah. And was this before when Vale and Kale
Yeah, see?
had the altercation where he flips the chessboard and Vale like stalks out and he calls him a bastard.
Yes.
And so she's putting all these pieces together. And, okay, so at that altercation, I was like, well, shit, like, because up until then, I'm like, he's never seen with the king. Like,
Yeah,
so that doesn't
really
make sense.
know each other.
But then that scene happened, I'm like, okay, maybe they did. Like, she was really fucking with us.
Yeah, I agree. Like, this was the first time in a while where I was like, but yeah, then it's revealed that Vale is the second heir, and that Kale stole the crown from him when his dad went to crown Vale, and Vale wanted to get back at Kale.
I feel like I'm reading a Dr. Seuss book.
I know. So that's why he was plotting against him to get him to fall in love.
And she confronts him, and he's not like, yeah, but he kind of just is like,
that's what it is.
Yeah, with his actions. So, yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, like, Vale is developing something for her. And she seems very into him kind of, too. Like, they have this almost enemies to lovers kind of thing. Like, they fight, but she's more comfortable with him. Like, she doesn't mind.
I was definitely like, okay.
Testing
so
the waters
into
with him.
Vale, but Kale kind of seems like the better option, potentially, at this point to me. I was feeling very conflicted on where my loyalties lied.
And she was too, and I think that's why it was hard as well.
Yes.
And I like she wasn't scared to show her true self to him. So like every time she was afraid to kiss him, like she would kiss Vale, and then
to get like practice essentially.
So then the same thing happens. He's like invites her to the tower because she's all worried about sleeping with Kale.
Yes.
And he's like, they have this virgin talk. And
so crazy.
She basically went up there to practice.
Yeah, to sleep with him.
And
he strips down butt naked and makes her stare at him. Also, okay, guys.
I mean, she did want to stare at him. I'm
not saying that. I'm not saying that it was a forced situation. She was definitely
stare at me.
She was definitely into it. But okay, it's medieval times. I understand.
It's medieval times.
I understand that you're not gonna have a shaved crotch, but can we not describe pubes?
Like, they're just never good.
I'm not against a full bush. You go, girl. You go, guy. You do whatever you want. But I really don't want to hear about your curly nest above your dick. Like, it makes me think about getting hair in my mouth. And I'm not into it.
I picture pubes in, like, the grossest places.
What does that mean? Like, butt crack pubes? Like, what's the grossest place? The gooch? Like, I need to know what the grossest place is.
Like, stuck to the shower in a nasty spot.
Oh, or not like, on the human body.
Like, when you're not in the mood, like, I think of pubes. Like, when I'm in the mood, I'm not like, ooh, pubes. You know what I mean? And so just instantly I'm like, ooh. I gotta scrub my tub, or like something, you know?
Or like when you're in a public bathroom and you go to sit down on the seat and there's a row. I get it.
It's like Phoebe's song Little Black Curly Hair.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not what I wanna...
Not what I'm... When we're diving into a sex scene, I don't want to hear about your pubes.
And here's the thing. I'm like, are we just like, is that... That's like real though.
And I get that. It's more of... I just like...
But this is fantasy. Fantasy land, we don't talk about
Again,
pubes.
I don't care if it's mentioned a singular time, but I feel like pubes got brought up in every single sex scene.
I literally wrote on all capitals, horrible sex language. Like, the words she described, like pearls and mound and curls and just, ugh. A lot of times I was just like, ugh.
We got slick folds.
Ugh.
Yeah. I just...
Probably like every worst thing that you could think of.
I don't like this, but I think I would prefer you called it a pussy.
It was almost too descriptive. Kind of like with the maggots. Like, it was just too descriptive.
It was too much. Like, I appreciated them having sex, and it felt real and connective, and they, like, cuddled after. I appreciated what it added to the story. The sex scenes, I was counting down the seconds until they were done.
Thank God they didn't last long.
No, and that was good in this book. I didn't feel like I had to read 8,000 pages of sex scene to understand where relationships lie.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and then he asks her to stay and kind of surprises them both.
Yes.
And then the next day...
Okay, I'm sorry, when she rushes out of the room...
I put the same thing! Ah!
She gets caught by the, like...
The pustule lady.
Yes, what is she? Like the head of the house, though?
Yeah, like the
she's
main
like the head
bitch.
maid. She gets caught by her, and she's got a huge wet spot on her dress.
And then she goes to see Kale with the same cum stain because her family's there.
And seeing your family with the cum stain?
And her hair is all disheveled, and like obviously like she just had sex. And this is when I started like getting suspicious of Kale, because he kind of like obviously notices
she was getting
something's up. She had a good time.
Something's going on, girlfriend.
She had a good time last night. And then they awkwardly kind of kiss, and he like kind of like puts an arm around her. And then they just greet her family and go on. But then I'm like, something's up there. He wouldn't just go along with that.
Yes. And
And I don't know. This is, the cum stain was something.
It was a lot. But when their family gets there, we find out that her mom also has rot.
Yeah,
so
like the beginnings of it.
She's lost her dad, and her brother is in a very bad condition. Like, he's basically on death's doorstep.
Yeah. And Kale is adamant about finding the way to break the curse without, like, taking another whatever.
Life, essentially, yes.
And she kind of, they get hot and heavy, kind of, and he cuts it off. And she gets frustrated, and she's like, I know about the curse.
Yes.
Like, just let me, I'm willing, just let me, whatever.
Let me
and he's
die
like,
for it.
no.
Yeah.
And she kind of finds out that he's, like, hiding someone and is plotting, and she doesn't know.
And I really didn't like that scene either, because he got, like, physical with her and pushed her down. And it just felt like it wasn't needed for the scene. So I was kind of like, I really don't like you anymore. Like, it just got... Like,
I think that's where I was, too, because I'm like, I never felt it with them, and then he started, like, doing weird stuff.
Being aggressive, and, like, basically told her that if he... Because she reads this note, finds out about this secret person, and he's like, if you tell anyone, like...
Well, and she was being super shady, too.
Oh, yes.
Not that... Whatever.
Yeah, but he basically threatens to kill her and her whole family.
Yeah. He flips a switch real fast. And then,
And then she does run and tell Vale about this note. And he figures it out and just, like, disappears.
Yeah, about the someone. Like, he's all of a sudden like, oh, shit.
Yes.
And, yeah, it gets very aggressive.
It does.
Vale is just, like, still, like, increasingly jealous. And then, she confides in him about the letter, which I'm like...
Why? I was so pissed. I said, girl, what team are we playing
on?
I know,
but I kind of get it. Because, like, he totally just flipped a switch.
Yes.
She doesn't know who to trust. She already slept with the one guy, so she's like, well, I already gave it up there. Might as well give up the letter thing. And then Kale is drunk.
And finds her, and...
He's pissed.
It was like a scary scene. And he pins her up against
he gets
the glass.
Very physical with her.
Yes, and he breaks the glass and basically says, like, you fucked this all up. I know what they call me, the king of rot, and this is where we're gonna stay.
Which is fair. She did fuck all of his plans up.
She did.
So, long story short, Vale had basically taken Kale's tragedy life and spun it as his own.
Ah.
So he never was the brother. He's death himself.
Yep. And he made the curse with the first king, and he's trying to get Kale to feed it.
Which made sense when they were having rape. I think right before, after they had sex, he was telling her the whole death behind the scenes.
The whole thing. So
of the death thing.
Death had like made a friend and loved him like a father figure, and one of the kings killed him. Mm-hmm. And he spun this curse and, like, ripped out his heartstrings and put one into the crown to basically... It brings good fortune, but you have to feed it every 10 to 15 years, essentially.
Yeah, like, basically passes on, like, now you guys have to sacrifice people that you love. Like, I had to.
Yep.
And I was so shocked. He was,
I was, like, baffled. And maybe that's dumb to have not caught that, but I think I was so distracted by everything else.
I was sus of things, but I was definitely like, wait, what? So he used his own story? Like, oh my God.
Which also felt really fucked up.
And she's like, I don't believe you. And obviously he's super drunk, so she doesn't know if what he's saying is true. And he's like, he's immortal. He just put him in the moonlight and you'll see, like, the proof.
Yes.
And I was really kind of hoping for, like, a hero moment here, and true to dark fantasy, like, that never really happened. Like, I really wanted Vale to come in and, like, be like, what you doing with my chick?
Okay.
Get off of her. Are you wounded? Let me help you.
Who did this to you?
Yeah.
Got you, I got you.
But it never happened.
Didn't. So then...
It's every woman for themselves. That's normal.
She's taking his words to heart, and Vale has been gone for, like, a week or two.
Time.
Yeah. And he comes in, and of course they start getting after it.
Because she still doesn't believe it fully.
Yeah, she's like...
She
thinks he's drunk, he's rambling, whatever.
She's, like, suspicious, but she's like, there's no way. Like, I know him. We had sex. Like, we've known each other for this amount of time.
I've known him the whole time I've been in the castle.
So, like, literally, she's riding his dick, isn't she?
Yep.
And then she grabs the curtain, pulls it open, and he's like, boom, corpse on top of her.
She's on top of him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the way that they described him basically is like half of his body is regular and the other half is like bone, and they use the word sinew a lot.
Did you look up fan art?
I did.
I felt like that was helpful.
It was very helpful because I was picturing him being all bone over his entire body, not the half and half situation.
Me neither.
Which I think I would have preferred if it was all rather than half and half.
Yeah, I think I liked the half and half.
Okay.
Because then it's not, like, totally, like, you still kind of know who you're with.
And then...
It's not just any old skeleton. It's like...
yeah, because there's a bunch of skeletons walk around the yard.
You never know if this can happen. You never know whose bones you're banging.
And then she freaks out and, like, scampers away, and Vale feels, like, horrible, and you can tell that he's, like, so it's just so weird to think death is self-conscious.
He's super insecure about his
true form.
Yeah. Which is fair because everybody runs screaming and crying.
And I'm not saying I don't get it. It was just more of like, so you're a god. And you're insecure about your appearance.
It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us.
So she freaks out.
Yeah, she's like, go. He leaves. Then the next morning, Kale finds her under the table. And Okay, I got kind of confused from here on out.
Okay.
Not all of it, but like when they were talking about the bloodline already being broken, and he's all like, Kale's like, I got a plan, and he's being all cagey. Like, what was the bloodline already broken?
I think they mentioned closer to the start of the book where someone accidentally got crowned that shouldn't have been and became king. Like it was like a bastard or something.
And so why did that matter, though?
I don't know.
Okay, so you were also confused.
Or maybe he was saying that the bloodline hadn't been broken, but he had to break it. Was my thought? I don't fucking know.
It wasn't clear.
No, it was not clear.
Anyways, he carries her to the ritual throne room. That's all ready. Miss Puss Lady's ready. And
she's also in a sheet. I want to add. Like, she's naked.
I'm stressed because she's like suddenly not ready to die. And he's like, this has to happen now. It has to happen now. And she's like, oh shit. Like, I'm not ready to fucking die today.
Yeah.
And he's like, someone will find you and explain everything. And then he hands her the knife and says, slit my throat. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it was crazy. And he puts the crown on top of her head. And he's like, you have to do it now. You have to do it now. And then Vale bursts into the room and is like, Kale, I know you've been plotting. And I was like,
what the fuck is happening?
Yes!
And then she's like, I know this is the right thing to do. And fucking kills him.
Yeah. Slits his throat. And then
did you think that he was gonna die?
No!
I did not think that he was gonna die at
No!
all. I think that's why I gave this book 3 stars, because I was so like, oh my god, I love when a book like throws me.
And I was literally like, what the fuck? And then she looks at Vale and goes, guess I'm crowned dead, essentially. And I was like,
and I'm like, where is this next book gonna go now?
That's what I was thinking. Because I'm like, okay, is she gonna kill Death? And then the curse is broken because Death is dead?
I don't know.
Like,
I really didn't think he was gonna die.
I didn't either.
Like, that was the end of it. Like, that's it. He's never, like, comes back.
No. And so at the start of the next book, she talks about how, like, she asks if he can bring him back. And I was like, oh, okay.
Me too. I was like, yeah, okay. He's gonna come back. And, like, no. He literally never comes back.
Barely even talk about him.
We're dead and gone.
Yep. I was like... And see, now after talking about it, I'm like, yeah, this book probably did deserve 3 stars.
See, that's why I feel like we need to do a start. Because sometimes after we talk, I'm like, okay, maybe I needed less or more.
And then sometimes we're like, no, wait, that book was actually hot garbage.
Yeah.
So, no, like, I feel like this was, after thinking about it and all the tricks and loopies, and I think I was just so distracted about, like,
the bad
not
sex.
Liking the magnets.
And the maggots.
And the bad sex.
Yeah.
But no, there was a lot of really good
twists. The plot did it for me.
I did really like the plot of this one. Like I said, it felt like a switch up. We were getting like Cursed Kingdom-esque kind of vibes. I love a death. Like some sort of yes. Like Hades is my favorite god.
I know, we need another god.
I know, guys. If you have recommendations, please. I want to read a book about like mythology gods. I've already read Song of Achilles. Like, I need something that packs a punch. But yeah, I was very ready to jump into the second one after this. I didn't know where it was going to go. I was with you. I was so confused.
Yeah, I think I have the rest of my stuff on my phone. Yeah, so crown me yours. I was just going to ask, I wrote down, did you think Kale would come back to life?
Yes, I did.
I was going to be kind of, like, mad, though, if they did, just because I'm like...
What was the point?
Yeah.
I agree with you. I was kind of like, okay, great. So she's going to use her... She basically gets a wish for tricking Death, because he jumps to the conclusion that her and Kale had been planning this, and that's why she asks if she can bring him back to life.
Yeah.
And he says, no, he's been dead for too long. Mm-hmm. But I was going to be kind of mad, too, because I'm like, okay, so are we jumping back into the love triangle aspect of this? Or like...
No, we never did, and I liked that.
I agree.
So, Lara's now queen, and so she's now kind of, like, doing queen duties and stuff.
Yeah, and I felt like she was doing a really good job stepping into it. I really liked that perspective. She was getting all of this help from Miss... Hemis something? Hampshire, yes.
Plus lady. Let's just call her what she is. Anyway, so rot's still spreading. Her
Yes.
brother is still dying. Her mother's now. So she's like
Yes.
freaking out. And she has no instructions for what to do
No.
next. She's like, okay, this one guy is supposed to come and explain stuff.
Also, I thought that he was going to be such a bigger player in this book. One scene.
That's what I mean. Like,
One
all of my
fucking scene.
expectations were like, nothing.
Yes.
Nothing.
Went the way I thought it was going to go.
Yeah. And I don't know if yeah.
I don't know if I'm upset about that or I'm happy about that.
Same.
Because I don't think I felt disappointed with where the series went. But anyways, she's basically granted a wish because she tricked death. So
I love the wish stuff.
I do too. And she's like going back and forth on if she should save her family, but also her family can just get sick again.
Yeah.
And he's telling her no to all of these wishes. Like, she can't wish for the curse to be broken. She can't wish for the rot to go away. It can't affect anything that happened from a prior deal death made, essentially.
And, like, if she brings her brother back, he could just get rot again.
Exactly.
And so she's like, well, what the fuck do I wish for then? Like, I can't bring... She's talking about maybe bringing Kale back.
Yeah,
But it was too far gone.
Yeah, so it was just like this back and forth, and she was panicking, and Death was like, make your wish now, make your wish now.
Yeah, because he's pissed that he kind of got duped.
Yes. But then she's like using it to her advantage and playing with the moonlight. And he's so insecure about this form that he runs away and he says, the next time I see you, you better be ready to make a wish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So and I also liked how smart she was.
She was so smart about it. Even,
yes.
Yeah, I know. I really liked her character. Then Corvin Hale comes in.
Yes.
And this is the guy that's giving her all the answers.
Yes, that was working with
And he kind of like pulls her aside and is like, we don't have much time. Like, death can always heal us.
You have to be moving essentially because death comes when there's silence.
Yes. So they're like moving or whatever. And he tells her the truth. Mm-hmm. He was like, Kale's only confident or whatever.
Yes. He's the messenger in the first book.
So then we find out that the curse was deliberately mistranslated centuries ago.
Yes. So kings always stayed on top. So it was queens that were dying and not
Yes.
kings.
So it was bound to male bloodlines.
Yes.
So that's where the bloodline thing gets explained.
Surprise, surprise.
So I think she must have intentionally kept it vague with the bloodline
Probably,
thing.
so it could be sorted out in the second book.
You and I are just like, oh.
I know.
So to end it, she has to wed death, bed death, and then kill him.
Death, yes, to end the curse.
Yeah. So she tries to like summon him back.
Yeah, so she's sitting in silence, just waiting, and he finally shows up, and her wish is for them to get married.
Yeah.
And I am just cracking up at these scenes. He's pissed.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, so you're just going to waste your whole life and not break the curse. You could have married some dumb dope, loved him and killed him for the curse, but here you are, shackling yourself to me.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Yeah, and she's also pissed that this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And they're griping at each other the entire wedding.
And which I loved. This is where I actually started like seeing their kind of like...
Yes, their relationship forming essentially.
And he's always kind of like teasing her, like now she's trying to like bed him.
Yes, and okay, this scene where they're in the grave. So she's like waiting for him. And they're like, she's digging a grave. And then they start like fucking around. And she tries to get them to actually have sex. But then he just like comes all over her.
Yeah. And he's like, you're not going to get it like that easy.
No. You try harder.
They keep like teasing each other and all this. It's so messy. So then after kind of that, they get married or whatever, and then she kind of starts doing like actual queen work. Like they go to she deals with the floods and the rot stuff, and they go to the orphanages together, which was actually a really cute moment.
I know, because he's like,
but also really devastating.
Yeah, he's talking to these kids and getting perspective of like, basically, you're alive right now, so like you have to do what you can. And it's, like, really cute and sweet. Then they meet all these, like, poor orphans that are dying. Mm-hmm. And she keeps talking about her stomach hurting and like feeling weird. And I was like, oh, okay, great. So she's fucking pregnant from the first time they had sex.
That was later, but yeah.
Was it?
I think so. Oh, no, you're talking about when she gets her period.
Yes. And then they're like doing shit.
Yes.
And they said,
yes.
Oh, this was so gross.
I know. This was too much.
He goes, he's like sticking his fingers in her. And she said that the scent of coins filled the room and she got her period.
And it's just like on his fingers and he's like, you are bleeding now.
Yeah,
whatever.
so like we can't have sex because it could also create children. And I was like,
yeah. Here's another moment too where I was like, then he's just gone for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
There's a moment where I was like, oh, like they're gonna have this caring like moment.
No. They still hate each other.
No, there's nothing caring there.
No. And then we're still back to the plotting and she's trying to figure out what to do. So she brings him to this field. And she admits to tricking him that Kale and her did not plan this. So then she pulls another one over on Death and is granted another wish.
Yes, which I love. This was so good.
He was just... Because he walked himself into the first one.
I know he did. He just assumed.
So she wishes to see his other form.
Yeah, because she's like debating. She's like, he thinks that she's going to be like...
Bed me.
Yeah, like get number 2 done. So he's like kind of like, okay, sure.
Yeah. Well, I guess if I have to.
Yeah, twist my arm. But then she's like, no, I need something deeper that's really gonna like get this guy.
Yes, and she's kind of talking about through the entire book that every time he pushes her away from something, she's realizing that's a tell.
Mm-hmm.
That he was like, no, that doesn't matter.
Which is
that doesn't matter.
So smart.
Yes. That she's like, okay, no, this actually does matter for us breaking the curse.
Yeah.
So he's like, would not for the life of him show her his other form. So she said, you want to know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
And that's what she uses her wish on. And instead of running away, she starts basically groping him.
Yeah, bones and all.
I did not like when she was sticking her hand in his chest.
His chest cavity.
Oh! It grossed me out.
And she can like see his heart and stuff. But she's like also morbidly curious, and I like think that's why they work kind of.
100%. She's a grave digger. Like she's very comfortable with death, and she's like, they basically are like getting all over each other. She's talking about how crazy big his dick is.
Yeah, because I picture him like one of those huge skeletons, like at Halloween. Because that's how they made it sound.
He was huge.
Like that, like he's like a foot or so higher than her.
Down on his knees so she could touch his face. So you know that schlong was big.
So the penis is this big.
One of those giant tubes of meat you can get at Costco. The 10-pounder.
With curls.
Okay.
And pearls.
We're done with that. I'm going to remove myself. And as they're doing this and fucking around, she sees that his heartstrings, like...
are shredded.
Yeah. There's one that's completely fucked and then one that's, like, hanging on by a teeny tiny string, essentially.
Yeah, and this is where Vale tells her he can't feel love.
Yes.
Only joy, sadness, anger, and lust.
And jealousy, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she feels the first, like, string pulse beneath her fingers. And something's changing.
Something's changing.
And then Vale's, like, looking at his heart after Elara's sleeping, and he's, like, obviously loving up on her. Like, while she's sleeping, like, oh, shit, I'm in trouble. And his heart's, like, starting to heal. So then he, like, reaches in and fucking rips it out.
Rips the heartstrings out again.
So then the next day, he's all, like, looks like death, literally.
Yeah, like, he's pale.
And then that's when they go to the orphanage.
Yeah.
And she's like, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
You look like shit.
You look like shit.
Well, yeah.
She said that word for word in the carriage, guys. What's up, dude? You look like shit.
That's my short paraphrase.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Then they have this like kiss after, and his heartstring keeps trying to heal. And he keeps trying, finding it more difficult to keep it not whatever. To keep it, like,
to make it so he's not
mutilated.
falling in love with her.
Yeah.
And then we kind of go back into them fighting, her trying to figure this out, just for Death to come to her and basically say, go to him. He's referring to her brother. This was really sad.
So I've like seen reviews of this book, of people being like, oh my god, it's so devastating, it's so sad. And I thought that this was the sad thing.
Which, like, it is, but it's, like, not.
I was devastating for her, but I was also like, okay, we've had 2 books of knowing, like, this would happen.
I agree with you.
And
at the end of the last book, he was in rough shape.
I didn't cry over this. Like, I was like,
either.
It's okay. Like, it was really sad, but it felt like it was prepped and ready.
I agree. So she's, like, freaking out, and she learned a while ago that death can, like, stretch the last few seconds, whether it gives you 3 weeks, 2 days, 2 minutes, whatever it is. And he told her that he's already done this for Darren, and that he's dying and waiting for him, and she has to go. And she freaks out.
Yeah, she, like, attacks him with a pruning knife.
Yes, and she, like, kills him. Death can't be killed, but she, like, kills him. And then she passes out.
And she misses her chance to say goodbye.
Which, like, that was
the
very
saddest
upsetting.
part.
Yes.
Ugh. And he's already gone, and she's just devastated. She feels so guilty. And then it's just her and her mom left, which is so sad.
And her mom's not doing well at all.
And then her mom tells her that Vale was there at the end.
Yeah, that Vale was sitting there, and she's like, that husband of yours, he may not be direct family, but he was there. Like, he wasn't alone.
And he, like, held his hand and told him not to be afraid. It's sad.
It was, like, really sad, but also, like, really heartwarming in a way.
It was. Like, this is where I'm like, okay.
I get it.
They're so cute. And I was like, okay, sad part over.
Yeah. So we're moving on.
Yeah, so I want to just stress, like, once we get to the ending, but why I had such a hard part and, like, such an emotional impact at the end of this book for me, I was like, this is the ending of the book. I already know, okay? So, sad part over. And then I was like, she's going to become immortal, and they're going to have, like, immortal kids once, like, we find out that whatever she did obviously get pregnant. I was like, okay, like, immortal kids, no big deal. Like, she'll be immortal. It's going to be cool. Like, she's going to be, like, half bone, half, like, human.
Oh, so you made up your own ending.
So it's totally cool. Like, and this is going to be, like, a really fun, cool ending.
It was not.
And then I felt like at the end of the book, I was, like, panicking. I was like, wait.
Like, wait, no!
I was like, wait, what? Wait, no. Like, no, this is not what I had made up.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, so, yeah, it was bad from here on out for me. But, yeah, so Ilara's, like, whatever.
So, basically, they end up finally having sex, too, and she's feeling lost, but also, like, I love you, and I want to, like, be with you, but if you're not willing to break this curse, I'm gonna have to let you go and find someone else to love and get rid of this rot. It's gonna ruin me, it's gonna destroy me to do these kind of things, but I can't be, like, selfish enough to just live the rest of my life with you while the rest of the kingdom dies. And he's like, I can't do it. And I was getting pissed. That he's like, I can't do it. Like, I can't love something again. Like, I only had, what was his name? The ferryman.
The one guy, yeah.
The ferryman that he was friends with was like, I only had him for 2 years. I can't imagine loving you and having you for a whole life and losing you. So he's like going back and forth and basically telling her, like, she can't. So she basically gives him the ultimatum and says, you told me you could bring somebody back, so kill me and take your heartstring back and bring me back, or let me go.
I really liked the scene, like, she's grieving, they're sitting in the snow, they're having this conversation, like, I just felt like it was so real. And then,
this book, I feel like, did depict grief so well.
I did not get as mad at him because this is where he was kind of talking about how, like, love, he's seen how, like, fucked up love can be, and, like, where the mom kills her kids and, like, just fucked up shit, or, like, the husband beats the shit out of, like, the wife he supposedly loves. And I think, like, he's, like, talks about how all that time, like, seeing all this shit, he's like, I don't want a part of, like, love. So it's, like, interesting how they have two different
I think I was
dynamics of it.
Yes. And I did appreciate that scene. It was so good. It was so real. I think I was getting frustrated with him before and after this scene when it was like, well, I can't do it. And I was like, okay, well, then you don't have a right to be jealous when she tells you that she has to go. That's when I was getting mad.
Definitely.
Was when he was like, I can't imagine her with anybody else. I was like, well, she's giving you options, sir.
Sir, so do what you need to do. And then she basically shows them, like, it's going to be worth it. Like, grief is worth it. Because of, like, what Darren had said before he died and stuff.
And Darren basically describes grief as love building up that you can't give to the person. Which I was also like...
It was really sweet.
It was.
So then they have this, like, playful snowball fight.
Yes.
And they have a good time.
It's so sweet.
And then they have sex.
And then they bone in the horse barn.
They bone in the horse barn. Yeah, I know. Why is it always in hay?
I don't know. Like, quit rolling around in that dirty shit.
And she kind of basically is like, no, you're going to come in me. And, like, that's happening.
We're doing this.
And then he freaks out.
Yeah, he tweaks. And then he ditches the moment they're done having sex.
He's like, oh my gosh, what have we done? Like, I can't do this. Because he, in this, explains it. At least he's like, I know that, like, how do you think it makes me feel when I'm going to have to, like, watch every one of you die?
Which, like, also, it's one thing to watch your spouse die, but another to watch your children die.
And then continue that on till the end of time.
And I think I was also fooling myself, being like, well, the kids will be, like, immortal, right? Like...
I know, I'm like, this is like...
I didn't ever think that she was going to be...
That's too fucked up of an ending.
I was not expecting her to be, but with him being a god... That's how demigods are made.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I just thought it would be different.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We find out he, like, comes back after a couple days, and she's pissed. She's like, you left. And he said, I know. I'm sorry. And then he agrees to kill her and break the curse. He said, it's better to be with you and have the fleeting years than to let you go and not have anything at all.
So
which ripped my heart out.
So he kills her, and then she almost doesn't come back.
Yes.
I loved that, like, scene of him describing, trying to call her back.
Yes.
And he's freaking out.
Yeah.
Because she was drifting too far.
She said, I've had enough.
She liked how she liked being dead.
She said it's really comfy.
I know,
here.
she's like, oh, finally, no maggots.
It's really, like, calm. I don't have to do a lot of work. Yeah, no pubes. And once she gets called back and wakes up, Vale's in bed with her, and she said that he looks like a whole new person. And he's just, like, fast asleep. And her mom's there knitting. And she looks amazing.
Like the world's healing.
Yes, the rot's gone. It's just everybody that's coming in is like
life
better.
Is good.
Yes.
Life is good, and then all of a sudden they're in this field and she's pregnant.
They're having sex and then she barfs. And I thought that scene was so funny. He's like, not a glowing review. And I was like...
It was good. So it's cute.
It was.
And, like, they end up having even more kids. They have 3 kids.
4.
I think it's 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
And he's like, they talk about, like, she's aging. And I'm like, whoa.
I said, wait, this is not my ending.
It was like, you're running out of time here to, like, turn her here.
And I just really
I was thinking it would be, like, a whole Twilight situation.
Okay.
He could turn her.
Like, waits till the perfect age. And... he's talking about how her gray hairs, every one, he was like, marvel. And he was telling her where her, like, wrinkles came from.
So sweet.
This one came from when I made you laugh last week. I was like, shut up. Shut up right now.
And, like, they're at their kid's wedding.
Yes.
And, like, he's being such a good dad. And he keeps saying, like, thank you for making me do this.
Yes. And
like,
it's
this
just...
is nothing what I thought it was going to be. It's just everything and more. Like... oh, God. And it just, like, goes downhill from there, guys. Fuck. I I've never bawled so hard. Like, I have, but I think, like I said, I was so not...
You committed to a different ending.
Expecting it.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was, like, a dumb Kindle read, honestly.
It was
Up until this point, like...
I think I would have cried
It
so
got
much
so
harder
real so fast.
if I was not on a plane in front of 200 plus people. I think I would have sobbed my fucking eyes out. Because we get to this final scene, and all of her kids are in this room, and she's old. And he's counting down the seconds in his head that she has left because he knows.
She's, like, holding his hand and telling him she was not afraid, and he gets to, like, be the last one to take her out of the world.
And all of the kids say goodbye. And he's in, like, his bony form. And I also love that all of the kids knew what he actually looked like.
Stop. This is horrible.
And one of the grandbabies goes, Daddy, why does Grandpa have his bones out? And he goes, this is how your grandma prefers me.
That's horrible. No, like, I can't even relive the scene, guys.
It's actually so horrible.
I'm at night, like...
And
literally sobbing. Golden's like, can you shut the fuck up? Because I'm trying to sleep. Like...
And then... Oh... He, like, talks about what a beautiful life it was, and she says the same thing, and then when she dies, she passes through him, and he keeps a piece of her with him.
So then I'm like, okay, so here, she's gonna come back to life. Like, she's not gone. No, she's, like, gone, guys. Her soul is gone. So then I started crying even harder. So then he, has to, then they keep going, and, you know, the kids...
Yep, the kids die.
Horrible. They're kids. So then he's, like, beside one of his descendants. They doesn't...
Yeah, it's like a great.
Yeah, like, his kids have...
His kids are well gone.
And he's, like, kind of helping her do, like, this procedure.
She's like a midwife.
Yeah.
And she's helping a mom give birth to a baby, and he talks about how he's been at the castle for years, and everybody calls him, like, the weird uncle now.
Yeah.
And this, like, midwife is asking him to read the auras of the mom and the baby.
Like,
and
helping.
he, like, saves the mom and tells her to, like, stay because the baby's almost there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, like, ended up being this beautiful story about death, realizing that, like, death doesn't have to be scary and that, like, it's okay to live. It was, like, crazy.
See, now I feel like changing my rating because the end was so good.
The ending was so good. Here I am again on this podcast.
It was fucking devastating. Like, devastating. I feel like this is where you didn't cry enough the first time.
Dude, I was packed on the plane and Cassie was staring at me.
I was like, is she there yet?
Yeah, she keeps going. She goes, it's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible, isn't it? And I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm not having a good time.
So and it was so sweet because we find out then that Ilara wrote, like, letters, and they've all been passed down about him and her and their life, and I just thought that was so cool. Mm-hmm. And he was all just, like, sitting there, and he was talking about, like, oh, like, this is what she was trying to tell me all along, that the hello always comes before the goodbye.
And then he was also talking about how all of the descendants have had some sort of trait from her.
And then it ends.
And he just basically talks about how happy he is that he experienced this, and it basically changed the entire way he feels about everything. It's just devastating. And it was like very good.
It was very good. Like, I'm not actually mad about it. Like,
no.
I was, in the sense of, like, what?
He said she needed to be immortal.
Yes! I literally thought it was gonna be that way. And then, yeah, it wasn't, but I was like, wow, again, she just threw me.
Yeah.
And I liked reading something that was, like, real and not, like, it was a happy ending, but not really.
It was that, like, sorrowful happy ending. But the series altogether, I feel like the second book made the first book better.
Yeah.
Series altogether, I'd probably go like a 3.2, 3.5.
Okay.
I didn't like the sex scenes, but that was about all that I didn't like.
Yeah.
The maggots were gross, but I felt like it packed a punch that was needed to make me
I just feel
understand
like
the rot.
the character development was good,
Yes.
the plot was good, the verbuage was horrible.
The verbiage was
Sometimes
horrible.
it was just like fine, like it was definitely, like I said, Kindle Unlimited type. But I don't know. It surprised me in like a lot of different ways. It was more heartfelt.
I really liked that I was actually like caught off guard. I didn't feel as caught off guard with the second book, but the first book, I feel like it got me 2 or 3 times. And in 200 pages, that's crazy.
That's true. I think I might give this last one a 4-star, honestly.
Okay. Which I appreciate because the ending was very tragically beautiful.
I think I'm gonna do a 3 and a 4.
Okay, and
I
then
think
meet
that's
and a
where
half
I'm
at 3.5 for the series?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's where I'm
I think I'm
feeling
gonna go
solid.
3 and 3.5.
I do have one question
Yes.
that I feel like was kind of a plot hole.
Okay.
That I forgot to bring up that I wrote down.
I want to hear it.
Why did she, when she was crowned, why didn't she get all rotty like Kale was?
I don't know. I wonder if it maybe took some time because Kale also healed. She wasn't just sitting around and wallowing where he was. So maybe it was like the stagnant type of it. You know what I mean? But I do also know what you mean. Like, shouldn't she have gotten sick immediately?
Yeah. I guess I was under the impression that like the crown,
If
like
it's
that was
cursed.
part of the curse. So I
Okay.
think that's where my head was like, wait, that felt.
Which I can see that. I was more of just like, I didn't think about it because he was doing so well at the end. Because he was actually taking care of himself.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, because she talked about how he wasn't really even sick at the end anymore. His hair grew back. He didn't really have, like, the pussy shit anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I do get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You almost think that there should have been at least an essence of rot.
I do feel like any books that where they're like have some sort of curse or all these details, there's a lot that can easily get
missed.
if you think too far into it.
I
Like
agree.
sometimes I just have to like
Wash your hands with it. Be done.
like what do you always say? You're always like, oh, I won't ask or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
You always say that when that's none of my business.
Oh, that's
what you say. That's none of my business. So we're gonna give them
It's
that.
the only way you can read Kindle Unlimited books.
Yeah.
That's none of my business.
It's none of my business. So we're gonna go with that approach.
Yeah. But yeah, I did really appreciate this series. I liked the change up. Obviously, it wasn't like something that I'm going to rant and rave about. But I was definitely surprised and enjoyed the ending a lot.
Do you want to do a game?
Sure, let's do
I
it.
feel like we haven't done one because I missed volleyball the last 2 weeks. You missed once, but let's do it.
Let's do it. I don't even remember what we wrote on these anymore.
I don't either. It's going to be a shock.
Shock.
No answer prepared.
And we already did this one.
What is it?
Do you judge a book by its cover?
We did?
Yeah, I thought so.
What was your answer?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if I do or not.
We'll answer it up, girl.
Maybe. Maybe subconsciously I do.
I feel like I judge a book by its cover whether I'm going to pick it up, but once I pick it up, I am reading the back of it. Like, I'm not just going to look at the cover and go, meh.
Let's do another one. Let's get crazy.
Let's get crazy.
We're out of control here. It's Wednesday night. No, it's Monday night.
Okay, standalone versus series.
Ooh, I feel like you're a series girl.
I am a series girl. I think
You like the world building.
I like the world building. I like when the plot is deep.
Yeah.
But I also don't like a series. I am fine with a duology. Don't stretch a book into 5 books to make more money.
I'm with ya.
If you think you can fit it in 2 books,
Like
put
Lark.
it in 2 books. I think we all know which book.
trilogy. Don't make it more than what it is.
Don't make it more than it needs to be. This could have been 1 book, but I appreciate that it was 2 short books.
I think I'm also a series girl too for that reason because I'm like, what's more books? But sometimes, sometimes I'm like,
Light Lark.
it's too much.
It could have been done in 3. And then she still could have done the dueling perspectives.
I still really want to read Zodiac Academy, but sometimes I'm like, oh, that just feels like
it's
a lot.
So much, and I keep getting mixed reviews on it.
Well, and that's the thing, is because you can't do like that many books without
having people be like, when are we done?
Yeah. So
how many books is it?
And I also was gonna say, I did read The Poison Daughter, whatever.
Yes.
That was just such a good standalone.
Yes.
Like, there's something nice about just reading a solid standalone and then just like you're done.
Because yes, Alchemist was a standalone, but it was 1,000 pages.
Yeah.
Like that could have easily been 2 books.
I still ate that shit.
Oh, no. I'm not saying that.
Like, that's what I mean.
Feel like I haven't read a lot of standalones. Like Song of Achilles was really good.
Yeah.
I really liked I'm blanking on what it's called. Oh, a lot of the Frida McFadden thrillers.
Yeah. It's just a different read.
It is. But I am series. I would prefer series because I like more depth.
I'm there too, but I want it to be done well.
Yes. Don't be stretching it just to get more books.
Don't stretch it.
Don't stretch it.
Don't stretch it unless you really can do the stretch well. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yes.
Binding 13 and possibly.
Yes, if I can
keeping 13. Sorry.
Yes, if I can get my reading speed up, we might shove them.
I'm on book 2. Sam's slow.
It's 600 pages, and she finishes it in like 3 days, guys.
My kid wasn't sleeping, so I was up at night trying to stay sane.
Well, my kid was sleeping, so I was asleep.
So she was getting her rest, which is what you should be doing, folks. So yeah, next books. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
ACOTAR. Everybody's ready.
Break it up! Woo!
We will see you in a couple Wednesdays. Anything else?
No.
Okay, goodbye.